So, Steve, just in a minute or two, what is JPIC, Justice, Peace, Integrity of Creation?
First of all, I would change it from justice, peace, and the integrity of creation to justice, peace, and the ecozoic integrity of creation. I say that because Father Tom Berry, who died recently and is a Passionist, offered us a real insight into what it means to guard, to guide, to nourish, to nurture the integrity of creation. It's a movement particularly in all the Christian churches, and the Passionists participate in that. But eventually there might be something specific that we can offer by reason of Thomas Berry's insights into what he calls the ecozoic era.
Okay, thank you. I like this focus on the ecozoic of creation. So, working on that with the second question, what's the relationship of this aspect of JPIC spirituality and the Passionist charism?
The Passionist charism is one that seeks to be mindful of the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus. And in our own time, the charism has developed as it should, according to the historical circumstances of our situation. And one of the things that it's very responsive to is suffering. But one of the things that it has to avoid is being focused on suffering. What the ultimate focus is resurrection. What the ultimate focus is the renewal and the enlargement of life. And I think that's going to be the challenge of the Passionist charism as we move on into this century.
Thank you. Okay, the third question. In some ways, you might have already answered that by placing the perspective of resurrection. And again, I like staying with this focus of ecozoic of creation. But I guess maybe the question could be a little bit more practical versus spiritual. But how can this spirituality of the ecozoic of creation come to life within the social ministry of JPIC?
The social ministry of JPIC has to be thought of as social in its widest sense, which includes all of creation, in other words, not just humans. So this is the challenge of JPIC in the Passionist community, if we're going to be true to the ecozoic sense that Thomas Berry has given us, that we have to expand our horizon and therefore expand our thinking and therefore expand our activism when it comes to that, to the whole community of the earth, not just the human community. And there is a trap here for people who have grown up in a context of social meaning interhuman, and that is to take the question of the integrity of creation and subsume it under the horizon, you might say, of social meaning human social dimensions. And to do that would be to shorten the horizon or shorten the perspective and possibilities of JPIC today.
Now, moving into the final question, how can people take part in adopting for themselves this spirituality, this holistic spirituality of being with creation, of moving with this with what Tom Berry called this ecozoic era of creation? How can people live that out?
I would say people can begin to live that out by coming to this website, number one, and getting a sense of how we as a community are trying to live it out. We all need a network of connections for our ideas, for our initiatives, even for our sense of hope. And I think that to try to exercise this spirituality means that, first of all, that we firm up our network of contacts to keep broadening our horizons, whether it's in terms of activities or it's in terms of thinking or it's in terms of praying, to broaden our horizons. And I would hope that our website would be able to make a healthy contribution to that.
All right, we got the 4 questions. Is there any phrase or whatever that you want to throw in there that may not have been related to the 4 questions that you think would be good for, again, a general introduction to JPIC?
No, nothing comes to mind, John.
Okay, no, that's fine. All right, I think we have this is what we're trying to get. These basic responses, and then as Hugo says, we'll cut and paste and edit them, and then we'll show you. I've let what's her name, Christian, know that we're doing this. She's very excited because it'll go in that introductory about us of the website. So it'll be front and center when the website is born, and there's other video. Hugo and I are working this summer to develop other snippets in our own YouTube site for this. So we're going to start creating as a word directory of JPIC video clips, and then we'll see what we have to add onto the website.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for doing this. It's a good initiative, and it's a lot of work. I understand that, and I wish you happy editing.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's a blessing with Hugo here because he's got a huge interest in this. The development office has a huge interest in this. So we're doing this, but we're doing this with a lot of interest from the Western Province and hopefully with the development office of the Eastern Province too. So we'll just start creating. And the other way I'm looking at it is we'll play around with it. If it's messed up, if it's not that good, okay, we're gonna get a little bit more expertise the more we get comfortable with this technology, and then we'll see what we can do. Maybe I'll let you know also that I have something in the works for going down to Birmingham. So
okay.
My intention is once I feel even that much more comfortable with this, to be able to take that little camcorder and be able to take some clips. And hopefully we can have our newsletter not just be a newsletter, but also we can have a video summary of a lot of these things as we move forward.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Okay.
That's where we are right now.
Terrific. All right.
Oh, great. Well, thank you.
So do you want me to sign off, or do you sign off, or what?
I guess, well, I have the, yeah, I can sign off right now. Is there anything else we need to, did you have any other questions besides, let me see if I can